From heart-stopping cryptid lurkers to fascinating animal encounters in the wild, and even footage of an unsettling ghost attack, if you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture. A viewer sent me this photo saying that their motion detection camera photographed a cryptid that they believe is a form of werewolf. At first, they thought it is just a normal wolf passing by, but on closer inspection, things are different. Just take a closer look at paws. 3 appear normal, but look at the one raised. I don't know about you, but all the dogs and wolves I have seen have paws ending with some claws. This thing appears to have elongated fingers, as if it is the deformed hand of a human. But that is not all. Look at its face. It almost looks as if it does not have a snout, almost as if we are looking at a humanoid face. Especially the teeth. They are not sharp as we'd expect in a wolf. They appear to be human-like. I have no idea whether this is a camera glitch, a deformed wolf, or truly a werewolf. What do you think? This video was taken at a construction site where a trail camera caught something huge and eerie hiding in the woods. When I first looked at this video, I thought it's from a movie series. But I checked, and apparently this is actually supposed to be real. In the video, a construction worker is using an excavator to level the ground. But what's moving in the background? There's a massive, dark figure lurking there. This figure is really wide, and it appears to be covered in thick, dark fur. After lurking for a while, this creature starts to move. What's really scary is that the worker operating the excavator didn't seem to notice the lurking beast. He was focused on his tasks. Considering all the details, this massive creature looks more like an adult Bigfoot to me. But I can be wrong, and this can be all fake. What do you think? Riding your quad bike on a forest trail can be a super fun and exciting adventure, but sometimes, as this video shows, the fun can quickly turn into a scary experience. The rider was cruising along on his quad bike with his GoPro recording the journey. At first, everything seemed calm and normal, just the typical forest scenery. However, as the rider ventured a little deeper into the woods, he spotted something dark up ahead, resembling a bear. When he saw this bear-like creature, the rider got really nervous and revved up his quad bike to get out of there fast. Upon closer examination of the video, we can see that this creature does look somewhat like a bear, but there's something strange about it. It's tall, and its posture is more like a human's. What's even more unsettling is that this creature seemed to be waiting there for the rider to approach. It's hard to imagine what might have happened if the rider had decided not to speed away. Spotting a Bigfoot is thrilling and can give you quite a scare, but encountering a cryptid humanoid is like something out of a bad nightmare. This video is said to have been found on a trail camera in the Appalachian Mountains. In the video, we can see a field, but it's mostly dark in the distance. Only the part illuminated by the trail camera's flashlight is visible. After a while, something enters the frame. This creature is deeply unsettling. It looks like a naked, hunched-over human. It's moving on all fours and appears very skinny. Its walk is slow, but the way it moves could certainly give viewers nightmares. From its appearance and humanoid characteristics, I think it might be a skinwalker. But it could also be a rake, as they're known for this type of body appearance. What do you think it was? Trail cameras are really cool because they capture footage we can't easily see in the forest ourselves, mainly for safety reasons. In this trail camera video, we get to see something truly fascinating. There are about 7 of them in this pack. At first, it seems like they're fighting, even aggressively attacking one of their own. But then something startles them, and they all quickly retreat in fear. This video provides a glimpse into how these animals protect each other, within a pack and how they react when faced with sudden threats. Truck driving is a tough job because you're responsible for transporting valuable cargo safely. Sometimes, these valuable shipments attract groups of people, and I mean a lot of people. In this video, from a truck's dashboard camera, the truck is traveling on a narrow one-way road. Suddenly, from the sides of the road, a bunch of people start climbing over the barriers. In an instant, it seems like there's a whole crowd of these people. They try to get into the truck and start throwing rocks and whatever they have. They even block the road with big tree branches. However, I might be mistaken, but I think the driver fired a warning shot from his gun, which scared off the group, and they scattered. This gave the driver a chance to hit the gas and drive over the branches. The driver deserves credit for keeping things safe and under control and making smart decisions in such a challenging situation. Crawl spaces under houses can be a popular hiding spot for all sorts of creatures. But if a fearsome beast finds its way in there, you'll need to figure out a way to keep it out. In this video, a homeowner noticed that his dog was too scared to go outside. To find out what was going on, he checked his yard first. But then he heard some noise coming from the crawl space beneath his house. When he investigated, he discovered a big black bear resting under there. This bear is massive and seems pretty angry. It looks like the bear might be a new neighbor seeking shelter from the hot sun, but it's a potentially dangerous situation for everyone involved. Hopefully, they were able to safely remove the black bear without harming themselves or the bear. It's important not to leave your car unlocked, and after watching this video, you'll understand why. This video was taken from a home security camera, and in it, we can see a car with a big bear cub approaching it. The bear cub is hungry and thinks there might be something to eat inside the car. The cub casually stands on its hind legs against the car, opens the door, and climbs inside. The bear starts searching inside, and that's when the homeowner, a woman, comes over to the car. As she gets closer and looks inside, she's surprised to see this bear chilling inside. Scared, she tries to lock the bear inside the car, but the bear resists. The woman gets scared and starts screaming as she runs back into her house. Her scream also startles the cub, and it starts running too. After the woman gets inside her house, the bear cub continues its search, now focusing on the basket the woman dropped. I am not sure how often this happens to people, but seeing this is personally a first for me. And to be honest, I'd have no idea how to react if I was in the same situation. Do I just run away? Do I fight off the bear to make sure my car is fine? Bicycles might not be the safest way to travel, especially on forest trails where you have no protection from potential threats. In this video from a trail bike rider's GoPro camera, we see the rider traveling along a snowy forest trail. As he approaches a turn, he notices some dogs barking and rushing towards him. Concerned, the rider stops, and we can also hear a kid who is responsible for the dogs yelling at the rider, telling him not to move because the dogs see him as a potential threat.
Okay. Get your dogs off me. Get your dogs off me. Jesus Christ.
Despite the kids yelling, the dogs attack the rider. He tries to defend himself using his bike and his hands but gets bitten by one of the dogs. The kid's father arrives to help, but it takes some time for them to control the dogs. After this scary experience, the biker is really shocked, feeling frightened and exhausted. It was a truly terrifying situation for the biker, as he had to fend off 3 attacking dogs with just his bike as a defense. This video is from TikTok, where a girl is doing a popular dance trend. While she's dancing, her closet in the background opens slightly on its own. Out of that closet, something darts out. This creature looks strange and not like a typical squirrel. Its tail resembles a squirrel's, but the rest of its body is unusual. What's even more unsettling is how this small creature managed to easily open a sliding closet door. And why was it in the closet in the first place? After it runs out, it disappears, which is strange because if it wanted to escape, we'd expect to see it again. The girl also didn't hear anything as she was dancing. Whatever it was, I'm sure the comments on the girl's video will be filled with people discussing it. Some people believe in the concept of living in a matrix, where occasional glitches can happen. One such glitch was caught on a security camera. In the footage, we see a driveway, and suddenly, a sparrow appears on the scene. The strange thing is, it seems to be flying without flapping its wings, almost like it has some kind of levitating superpower. However, there's a logical explanation for this. The bird is flapping its wings so rapidly that the camera's frames can't keep up with its movement. It's all about the camera's frames matching the speed of the bird's wing flaps. What's really cool is how the bird seems to say hello to the camera while floating in mid-air, making the whole thing quite fascinating. When we think of scary animals, lions, bears, and crocodiles often come to mind. But have you ever seen a moose and how huge they can be? A moose can grow to a shoulder width of 1.4 to 2.4 meters, which is incredibly massive. In this video, there's a massive adult moose sitting casually, and there's a person trying to get the moose to stand up. The moose eventually stands and stretches for a bit. The person then takes out a camera to record the moose. As the moose is stretching, suddenly, it turns toward the person and starts charging at him. The person screams and drops to the ground. Upon seeing this, the moose stops charging and retreats. This interesting strategy saved the person's life, and it teaches us what to do if a moose decides to chase us. Simply drop down and scream. As kids, we were all captivated by werewolf stories, but as adults, we know they were just stories and not real. However, this video seems to suggest something different. In the video, we see the body of an animal that looks dog-like and appears to have been in a road accident. This creature has a wide open mouth with sharp teeth, resembling a predator. Its ears are pointed like a wolf's, and the entire face seems like a mix of a rat and a dog. But when we look at its lower body, it takes on a more humanoid appearance, with human-like legs and big, muscular hands. It could be a real-life werewolf, but it's also possible that it's an art-made replica of a werewolf created for use in a movie. Regardless of what it is, it's an eerie and unsettling sight. This video is from a security camera placed in the stairwell of an apartment complex. In the video, we see 2 friends casually walking down the stairs. As they approach a turn, something suddenly attacks one of the friends. We can see a dark figure on the young man, seemingly grabbing onto him tightly. The boy does his best to fight back and free himself, but the dark figure's grip is strong. His friend also rushes to help, and together, they manage to break free and retreat, running back up the stairs. As they ascend, the ghostly entity also disappears. It's truly a terrifying sight to witness this spirit or entity attacking the young man. It makes you wonder what might have happened if the poor boy had been alone in that situation. Bald eagles are skilled predators, especially when hunting small creatures like chicks and fish. However, when it comes to crabs, things take an unexpected turn. In this video, a bald eagle lands on a stone in the ocean and grabs something from the water. It's a crab, but this crab isn't going down without a fight. The crab resists fiercely, targeting the eagle's face and eyes. The eagle, feeling the pinch and the attacks, gets startled and falls into the water, struggling to break free. The crab is relentless, holding onto the eagle's mouth and eyes. The eagle, desperately trying to escape, ends up getting submerged in the water. Fortunately, the video ends there, so we don't know if the eagle made it out all right. One thing's for sure, that crab will have one incredible story to share with its fellow crabs down below. Spotting cryptids and Bigfoots in the forest and woods can be intriguing, but things get really unsettling when these beings start showing up at your house windows. This video captures a house window, and outside we see a cryptid lurking. This cryptid appears to be peering inside, perhaps trying to see what it can find. It has bare skin, an alien-like head, but its overall body looks somewhat humanoid. What makes this video truly scary is that the homeowner was watching all of this from the darkness. The cryptid seemed unaware of the homeowner's presence and appeared to be desperately looking for a way into the house. I hope that the cryptid eventually gave up and left, but if it didn't, I can't even imagine what might have happened next. This sighting was certainly a cue for the owner to consider changing the property, given the presence of cryptid stalkers. This video, from the Amma Media channel, feels like it's straight out of a horror movie. In this home security camera footage, we see a view of a street at night. After a few seconds, a figure emerges from across the street. This figure appears humanoid but moves in a strange and unsettling manner. It resembles a woman with long hair, bent backward, and walking on all fours. The creature is crawling slowly and seems like it's searching for something or someone. Imagine yourself as a homeowner living in that area, opening your house door and encountering this eerie being crawling towards you. Locals who have seen this video claim that it's a witch performing some kind of ritual in their village, but there isn't enough evidence to confirm that theory yet. According to urban legend, the goatman is a creature that appears as a goat-human hybrid. It's often associated with mysterious canine deaths and said to seek refuge in deep, dark caves. In this video, we see the view of a deep cave entrance, and there's a figure standing there. At first glance, it looks like a goat, but as we look lower, the body appears more human. This goatman seems to be challenging the person recording to enter the cave, as if it's staking a claim on its territory. However, upon noticing the camera, the goatman tries to hide and peeks from a distance. Additionally, there are ritualistic writings on the cave entrance wall, which may be related to the summoning of this enigmatic creature. What do you think about this mysterious encounter? This video is from Mexico, and during a car wash, the car owner captured what appears to be a ghostly image. In the video, a cleaner is busy cleaning the car's window, while the car owner sits inside, recording. As the camera pans to the left, a ghostly figure can be seen standing on a low wall in front of them. Surprisingly, the driver and passenger inside the car don't seem to notice the figure at that moment, but it's clearly visible in the video. This figure was dressed like a traditional ghost and had the appearance of a female ghost. There's a possibility that this could be a reflection from inside the car, as there were other reflections like the dashboard. But if it's not a reflection, the car owner might want to keep an eye out for any unusual occurrences. This trail camera video captured a heartwarming and adorable scene. In the video, we see a cute wolf pup who appears to be separated from its mother and is howling to call her. The pup's howl is incredibly endearing. As it howls, its calls are answered by other wolves, likely its siblings or mother from a distance. The way this pup howls is both charming and wholesome, and watching its little paws as it walks on the ground is truly a captivating sight. I hope that this pup was able to reunite with its mother quickly, and that they are now happily back together. This video originates from Canada, and in it, we see a distant mountain. However, on one of the mountains, there's a dark, tall figure engaged in some activity. This figure is notably large and towering, easily comparable to the surrounding trees. Its body shape and standing posture appear quite human-like, and it's covered in a thick black fur coat, which might initially suggest a bear. However, its upright posture is more reminiscent of a human. The uploader of this video claims it to be a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot, and from the video, it does bear a resemblance to Bigfoot. Nevertheless, without a closer look or more substantial evidence, we can't say for certain. Uploaded on YouTube a couple of years ago, this clip proved to be one of the most chilling pieces of evidence of the existence of Bigfoot. The police had been receiving complaints of a weird creature roaming around from the locals, so they went to investigate the area. There, they found a strange shelter with some human remains in it. Terrified, they had to leave the place at that time and return later with proper measures to continue the investigation. However, as they were leaving, a trail camera nearby captured something that shocked everyone who saw it. A huge black creature was spotted following the policemen as they were leaving the place. The creature fit perfectly into the definition of a Bigfoot, and therefore it was termed as concrete evidence of its existence. But truth be told, I'm not really sure if that was a real Bigfoot or not, because there is a big chance that it is just a man wearing a costume, or some other animal too. I found this trail camera photo on Reddit, with the description that these creatures were lurking around the campsite, a man prepared for his family. In the image we can see two large, hairy creatures walking, seemingly unaware of the camera. I can understand why the man must have been shocked by this sight, and I am sure he decided to postpone any family activity around the area. At the same time, I need to mention that just an image is no substantial evidence that this is real. With the technology we now have, this could easily been faked. So take everything with a grain of salt. A man kept hearing some weird noises in his backyard, so he decided to go and check what was happening there. He brought a friend along with him, as it was quite late at night. As they were investigating the area and trying to find the source of the weird noises, he saw a scary sight. As the flashlight was moved towards the trees, an eerie figure covering itself with a sheet completely was spotted moving around. The man freaked out at the sight and asked his friend to shoot it quickly.
Shoot that dude!
The friend, on the other hand, took some time to take action.
Hit him! Hit the
And when he did, he missed the being who, at the sound of gunshots, hurried into the darkness and disappeared. I personally believe that the creature could be anyone covering himself with a sheet trying to play a prank on the neighbors, so maybe shooting at it isn't something anyone should do. A couple of months ago, some hunters went on their usual hunting spree when one of them saw weird footprints on the ground. By the looks of it, the prints looked like they belonged to a very huge creature, and the first thing that came to the man's mind was Bigfoot. So he set his camera up at a spot where most of the area was covered, and then left. After a few days, he returned to retrieve his camera, not knowing what it might have recorded. As he started checking the footage, he was shocked to find this on it. A scary creature with a face resembling a human, a body covered completely in grayish-black hair. As we take a closer look, we can see that the creature was staring straight at the camera. Maybe it knew that they had set it up there to track it. The creature made sure to keep most of the time hidden and to look at the camera from a safe distance. Ask me, and I would say there is a big chance this creature is a Bigfoot. However, it can always be a prank taken to the next level by the local teenagers as well. A man uploaded this clip on Facebook with the intention of getting some answers from people on the internet about the creature he had just recorded on the camera. He was going on his usual morning walk when he stumbled upon this sight. A weird and scary creature was spotted rolling around on the ground. The creature, if not rolling around, would be hard to differentiate from the fallen leaves, and if we consider that its size might be small as well. At a quick glance, some people might say it looks like a bat or a rayfish. However, the sharp needle-like things on the edges and the tail give the creature a very scary look, unlike anything else. What exactly was it? No one could tell. But ask me, and I would say it could be a new species, or maybe the result of inhumane experiments scientists have been doing. The man who recorded this video had an intention of capturing the beautiful scenes near his home. However, he did not know that he was in for a really scary sight. As he went deeper into the forest, he spotted a scary creature who was busy doing God knows what in there. Being in the darkness, neither us nor the man himself could make out the creature's appearance. However, one thing that was clear was that the creature was huge and was quite strong, as it was breaking the branches with its bare hands. Seconds passed, and the creature spotted the man recording it, so maybe just to warn it, the creature moved forward. That was enough to scare the man so much that he ran for his life. Unfortunately, we could not see a clear picture of the creature. It resembled a Bigfoot, if you ask me. Recorded in Alaska recently, this footage shows a man who was busy in his daily routine. He was taking a sack of garbage to the shed when a moose spotted him. As he got done with putting the sack in the shed and was about to come back, he saw the moose ready to pounce on him. It took the man seconds to realize it would be better and safer if he just went inside the shed and closed the door. So before the moose could get to the man, he was inside. The animal stood there for a moment before accepting its loss and going away from the place, all embarrassed. Even though many people think of these beings as harmless, moose can at times be quite dangerous, especially when they decide to give you a headbutt. Bears are considered to be one of the apex predators and are terrifying to encounter. However, there are times when humans can mock the hell out of these bears. Take this video for instance. The man was about to go skiing when he spotted a bear nearby. The bear looked like it was ready to attack soon. The man started skiing and the bear started following him. But one thing the man knew was that the bear couldn't catch up to his speed, no matter how hard it tried. Thus, the man kept doing what he was doing, and the bear stopped after minutes of following him. But then the man stopped as well, waiting for the bear to try once again so he could mock him a little more and get a little entertainment. And this here is a story of the embarrassment of one of the deadliest predators in the world. Recorded in Oregon, this footage was one of the last clips the man had on his camera before he went missing. To this day, no one has been able to find him or get even a clue of his whereabouts. It looked like he went camping alone, and everything was going okay as far as it was daytime. As darkness fell everywhere, the man went into his camp to get a good night's sleep, but got disturbed by a strange noise coming from outside.
That can't be. That gets us. Someone's messing around with the.
A minute passes, and we see someone trying to rip apart the camp. However, we can't see anything clearly. The man then runs away into the forest and tries to hide from whatever was following him. It can be sensed how freaked out he was by the situation. just as the video is about to end, and in the very last frame, we get a glimpse of the creature that was following the man. It had a slender-like appearance and whitish skin with no other distinguishable features. Truth be told, I am not so sure about what the creature was. It could be anything, from a new species to a human playing a prank. The person who recorded this clip said that they had sensed paranormal activities in their house before. But the day they recorded the video, it was scarier than ever before. They could sense some evil power inside the house and knew that it needed a little investigation and a little proof to show others too. So a camera was rolled on and the person started filming the whole house. We don't see anything until we get to a room that is engulfed in darkness and a silhouette with a hat on can be seen in it, which freaks out the person recording it, and that's where the video ends. To be honest, I don't know what to say. It can be a ghost for sure, but there is always a chance that it was a complete hoax. A man wandering through the woods stumbled upon a processionary caterpillar nest. He approached to investigate, greeting the creatures with a hello. To his surprise, the caterpillars moved in response to his voice.
Hello. Hello.
Intrigued, he spoke again.
Julle wurms?
And the caterpillars reacted again. Excited, the man engaged the beings in conversation.
Kyk hoe maak hulle. This is amazing.
But their only response was to wiggle their tails.
Wurms. Hello.
Processionary caterpillars are common in French forests. They move in continuous lines, sometimes on the ground or on trees. Their venomous hairs can cause severe skin reactions, including hives and itching that can last for weeks. So, take my advice. Just enjoy the sight from a safe distance and never try to touch them. With hundreds missing from a village, the villagers were scared and eager to catch the culprit at the same time. However, not one of them was ready to find a huge anaconda. It was the one responsible for all the missing people in their area. And it wasn't just any anaconda, it was one of the biggest ones they or anyone had ever seen. What we see in this clip is after the villagers had caught the creature and tied its mouth up. The snake was so big that it looked like it would snap out of the rope any second. Therefore, there was no human being near it. This for sure is real, in my opinion, because there is no way someone can fake a snake like this. The experts had to be called in to take care of the deadly predator. Out at night, these people saw a terrifying sight. At first, they couldn't believe what they were seeing and kept driving their car. However, as they got nearer, and the thing was still hovering above their heads, that's when they knew it was real. It was a figure covered in ragged sheets of a blackish color. As it was quite dark, they couldn't see it clearly, but the way it was hovering in the air with no support or anything in sight, it was most definitely a ghost, or so the people believed when the clip was uploaded on the internet. To be honest, it could be a Halloween decoration by someone who took it to another level with scaring people, but at the same time, there is a little chance that it might be a real ghost. It might look like a normal video with two kids along with a guardian on a hiking trail, but it strikes us when we focus on the back and see what's happening there. A huge creature is seen moving around the woods in the back. It appears to be a dark figure with hair covering its body, and even though it's a little far from the camera, the size looks quite huge as well. It appears as if the children or the person with them did not notice the creature, and neither did the creature pay much attention to them. However, there could have been deadly outcomes if the creature had attacked. Considering the way the video was captured, it does not look fake to me. However, the creature could be any animal wandering around in the woods. This video was posted by a man on TikTok, in which his security camera had recorded a pale human-like figure moving around the backyard in the creepiest way possible. The video is about 33 seconds long, and all that time, We can see the creature hunched over and moving around. The man had no idea what it was, and according to him, he had never seen anything like this before. As the video hit the internet, it gained hundreds of mixed opinions. To some, it looked like a ghost busy doing something, and to others, it looked like someone playing a prank. However, I personally think that it can be a human looking like this because of the camera. Security cameras can get faulty sometimes, resulting in videos like this. A man was wandering around in the woods when he heard the breaking of branches and trees nearby. Intrigued, he went closer to see what was happening and ended up recording this footage. A creature hiding in the trees and bushes was seen doing something. The man immediately knew that it was the thing responsible for breaking off all the branches and the loud noises. Thus, he decided to record it all from a safe distance. The creature, who is not clear in the footage, appears to have an appearance that closely resembles a Sasquatch. Especially when it stands up all straight, we can clearly see that it was not a human, but something else. The video ends without us getting a closer look at the creature, and we are left with hundreds of questions to answer. In my opinion, the clip is real as long as it is not a human being with a costume on. GoPros are usually used to get videos from a perspective that is different from normal cameras. Many people attach their GoPros to their animals to see what they are up to all the time. This man did the same with his dog when he attached the camera to it, and the dog went out to wander a bit. However, after the dog came back and the man started watching the video, he realized that the camera had captured something terrifying. A huge figure appears in the front and moves towards the left side before disappearing into the trees and bushes. The dog came back safely, which means that these wild creatures don't bother other animals and are only deadly when humans are around. Considering the fact the video was recorded accidentally lessens the chance of it being fake. The only thing possible and logical, in my opinion, is for it to be some wild animal, like a bear or something. Living in certain areas can be pretty dangerous, especially with wildlife living so close to you that they can come to visit anytime you leave your door or windows open. Take this video, for instance, recorded in a home. It features an unusual invader that came into a house when the owners were out shopping. At first, the bear wasn't visible on the camera, but then it moved towards the door, and we can see it. After inspecting the whole house and looking out of the windows, the bear went into one of the rooms, and the video ended right there. The owners must have been really freaked out when they got inside the house, but thankfully no one got hurt. According to them, the bear ran away as soon as they opened the door. I think it must have been exhausted wandering in the house, finding no way out. This chilling footage was recorded on a security camera in 2016. The owner of the house had been suspecting weird occurrences before, so they installed the cameras all over to check what was going on. This clip recorded on one of the cameras shocked them to the core as they watched a weird ghost-like shadow lurking in the hallway. The ghost appears on the camera again and again all night, and this was enough to make the people living there leave the house once and for all. To me, it looks like the video is very real, as it is hard to fake such a thing and then to have it move around again and again like that. There is a big chance that there was a real ghost of a child haunting the house. This video is really unsettling and looks like something straight out of a nightmare. It was posted on a paranormal encounter subreddit by a user who claims to have recorded a real encounter with a demon. The video begins with the camera focused on a house window in front of the person recording. In the window, we can see two glowing eyes staring directly back at the camera from a distance. This creature, or demon, had an unholy gaze and remains completely still. As the camera zooms in, we notice more eerie details, such as the creature being entirely pitch black, even though there is light around it. It reflects no light whatsoever. Additionally, as the video zooms closer, we can see horns on the demon's head. After a while, the creature moves away. Suddenly, as it goes out of sight, there's a loud and rapid banging on the door, and the video ends. What happened after that door banging is still unknown and adds to the mystery. Skinwalkers are known for their ability to take on the disguise of different animals. But have you ever seen one in its true form? This video is captured by a security camera, and right from the start we can see a figure emerging from behind a door. This creature is absolutely terrifying and has human-like features. Its body is completely naked, and it has long, slender arms, just like a skinwalker. What makes this video even creepier is the sinister expression on the skinwalker's face as it lurks and hides, seemingly waiting for someone to approach. It's hard to say what its intentions are, but one thing is for sure, they can't be good. In this video, a man starts recording because he hears his dog barking in the middle of the night. The dog appears to be scared of something or someone. Suddenly, a door in front of the man opens on its own. Frustrated, the man mentions that he's been dealing with this door opening by itself all morning, and he's tired of it.
Lie down. Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today.
The man then tries to communicate with the supposed ghost, asking it to stop.
Stop. Hey buddy, I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out.
As he does, the basement light starts blinking on its own. He decides to close the door and places the camera on the counter facing the door. The door opens a couple of times, and the man closes it each time. However, when it opens for the third time, we can see a dark figure standing behind it. This startles the dog, causing it to bark loudly, and the man starts running, which can be heard.
Little buddy.
It appears that this ghost may be residing in the basement and has some plans involving the rest of the house, making the situation quite eerie and unsettling. Toys and stories of ghost possession often go hand in hand, and there was an intriguing encounter recorded in a children's play area. In the video, we can observe a children's riding toy moving all on its own. This is happening at night when everything should be closed. Yet this toy is in motion. It goes in circles, and with each round, its speed increases. The owner of the place mentioned that this was the first time he had ever seen a toy malfunction like this. He added that these toys typically require a key to start, and without it, they shouldn't be able to run. However, this one was moving without any apparent explanation. Could it be a child ghost just wanting to enjoy the toy? It's a possibility that adds a touch of mystery to the situation, making it quite fascinating and spooky at the same time. The ocean is indeed a vast and mysterious place, with much of its depths remaining unexplored despite our technological advancements. Only about 5% of the ocean has been explored, leaving the remaining 95% shrouded in mystery, hiding unexpected and strange creatures. In this video, we see the skeleton of a peculiar creature that washed up on a Romanian beach. It defies our understanding of sea creatures, as it possesses a skull with human-like features, an upper body reminiscent of a human, and a lower body that resembles that of a fish. Its overall appearance gives the impression of a mermaid's corpse. The creature's size is not that of a standard fish, and it appears to have been partially eaten by something else. The idea of another creature feasting on such a mysterious being is indeed intriguing and raises questions about what else might be lurking in the depths of the ocean, waiting to be discovered. This video was shared by a TikTok user, TemZ, and it shows a scene that would terrify any fisherman. In the video, we see a fishing boat out at sea when suddenly a fast and aggressive shark emerges from the water, launching a fierce attack on the boat with its powerful bite. This sudden attack startles the fisherman, who lets out a scream while defending himself by striking the shark with his rowing tool.
Tiger shark ran me.
Fortunately, after being hit, the shark retreats and leaves the fisherman alone. Sharks are known for their strength and agility, and they can leap out of the water with great force. If this shark had decided to jump and attack, the fisherman might have been its next meal. This encounter serves as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers lurking in the ocean, giving more reason for caution when venturing into its depths. Cats, being mischievous beings, get in trouble most of the time. For instance, take this clip where a cat and a dog were busy with their play fight, and a candle was burning nearby. The cat's tail got over it and caught fire. It all happened so quickly that the cat couldn't even react to the situation, and just stood still watching its tail burning. The dog was surprised too, but before anything could be done, the tail was already burnt, and the fire went out on its own. Thankfully, there was no damage to anything else, and the cat was safe too, because the fire could have spread quickly. This 11-second long video was uploaded on Facebook and was enough to shock the whole world as it went viral. The man recorded a weird creature far in the distance, wandering near the woods. As the video was recorded from far away, the creature could not be seen clearly. However, according to the man himself, it was a Bigfoot. Though, if we look at it, and the way it was walking in the grayish-colored skin, it does not look like a Bigfoot to me. If you guys have any clue about it, do let us know in the comments below. Camping in the forest should be a fun and exciting adventure, but after watching videos like this one, you might think twice about that excitement. This video was recorded by a group of friends who embarked on a camping trip deep in the Daintree forests. On their first night of camping, they heard rumbling and the sound of branches moving in the darkness. In the morning, they decided to leave a camera running to capture what was causing the mysterious noises around their campsite, and this is what they recorded. In the footage, you can clearly see the campsite, but what's lurking in the background? There's a towering and monstrous figure standing there. You can also catch a glimpse of this figure's massive hand, and upon closer inspection, you can see its eerie and intimidating eyes. To provide a clearer view, we've edited the video, and in the edited version, you can distinctly see the dark figure's massive body frame and its menacing eyes, which appear to be staring directly at the camera. In my opinion, judging by the figure's body frame and long arms, it certainly resembles a Sasquatch. However, I invite you to share your thoughts on this enigmatic creature in the comments. This video, recorded by a hiker using a highly sensitive camera, claims to capture the sighting of a Sasquatch, and it's not just the Sasquatch casually moving through the forest, but it also appears to be staring at the hiker. In the video, the camera is focused on the shadow of a tree, and there we see a rather eerie face that initially resembles a large gorilla looking right at you. However, when you examine the nose, eyebrow area, and its eyes, you can clearly see that it's quite distinct from a typical gorilla face. At first, one might think it's simply a Bigfoot face mask left there, but you can notice the movement of the face and the human-like quality of the eyes. While it's possible that someone might be wearing a Sasquatch suit and playing a prank, if that's the case, I must say I'm rather impressed by their performance. Ghost and Bigfoot sightings are something I can handle, but when it comes to encounters with the rake, it terrifies me because these creatures are just pure evil and incredibly scary. In this video, which was posted on Reddit, we get a view from a backyard home security camera. After a while, something or some figure becomes visible in the distance, across the street. Initially, it appears to be walking, but as it moves, it becomes clear that this figure is crawling, and its crawling is absolutely bizarre. It uses its long arms to push itself forward and follows with its legs. For me, this was an extremely scary and unsettling sight, and I wouldn't want to be the person whose home security camera captured this footage. Do you believe in aliens? If you don't, this video will surely make you reconsider. In this video recorded in Russia, the cameraman stumbled upon something incredibly unusual in the snow. While clearing snow to create a pathway, they discovered a body. At first glance, it appeared to be some sort of lizard, but upon closer examination and a full body view, it became clear that it was no lizard. It was a genuine alien body. The head shape, eyes, nose, and overall slender body all exhibited alien-like features. However, the being was relatively small, which was surprising since one might expect aliens to be similar in height to the average human, regardless of its size. It was an extremely strange sight that challenges our beliefs about the existence of extraterrestrial life forms on other planets. After watching this video, I'm willing to bet you'll think twice about leaving your baby alone, or maybe even consider calling a church pastor. This video was captured by a nanny cam, and in it, we see a baby crying and attempting to climb out of the crib. As the baby climbs the crib, it appears as though the baby is about to fall. However, something incredibly strange occurs. The baby stands on the edge of the crib without any hand support, looking as if possessed by a ghost or demon, all the while crying out loudly to call for its parents. I also noticed that when the baby climbed onto the crib's edge, the baby's voice became deeper and more intense. After crying and standing in such an eerie manner, the baby eventually falls back into the crib, and that's where the video ends. It was certainly an unsettling sight of what seemed like a possessed baby to me. Some people believe that the peak time for ghostly activity is from 2 to 3, during which most ghostly appearances and sightings have been recorded. In this security camera footage from an office, we have a view of a storage room. Initially, as the video plays, nothing unusual happens. However, at precisely the 15-second mark, a ghostly entity enters through the shed door into the storage room. This entity is incredibly dark, and as it enters the storage room, it takes on a human-like body shape. It possesses hands, a head, and legs, much like an adult human, but what's truly unsettling is its smoky black appearance. This figure then disappears into a cabinet. For me, this was an extremely eerie sight, and I can imagine that the office employees, after seeing this video, might be considering a job change or a hasty departure for sure. Looking at cute ostrich pictures online, most of us might think these creatures are fascinating and perhaps friendly, much like many other birds. However, after watching this video, your perception might change. The video was captured by a group of cyclists traveling along an open road. As they were casually cycling, an ostrich suddenly appeared and began chasing the cyclists. Faced with this unexpected pursuit, the cyclists started pedaling faster, and the ostrich continued its relentless chase. It's both fascinating and frightening to see this ostrich maintain its high speed for over a minute without getting tired. Thankfully, these cyclists were professionals and managed to keep up their pace. However, if I were in their shoes, I would have been terrified in just a matter of seconds. I really admire alligators because they are among the few predators that can hunt both on land and in water. But have you ever wondered about their prowess in the air? In this video, we witness an alligator in a lake fixated on something soaring above, a drone operated by the same people filming this scene. The alligator's attention is laser focused on the drone. To everyone's surprise, the alligator lunges out of the water like a whale, attempting to snatch the drone. Fortunately, the skilled drone operator swiftly pulled back just in time. After missing its target, the alligator retreats back into the water. Prior to this video, I believed climbing a tree would keep me safe from an alligator attack. However, watching this footage, I now realize there might be no truly secure place from this formidable creature. Have you ever heard of Titanoboa? It was an extinct snake species that existed long ago. What's both fascinating and a bit unsettling about this creature is its ability to grow up to an astonishing length of 42 feet. But we don't have to worry about encountering one today, right? Well, not quite, because there's a video from the Amazon region where we can see a large, lifeless snake lying on the edge of a lake. The person who recorded this video is on a boat, and as they pass by this massive lake, they capture a close-up view of something that appears to be a snake. We can clearly see how long and thick this snake is. While it may not be the reported 42 feet in length, it certainly appears to be close to 20 feet, which is still an impressively large snake. However, in my opinion, it's possible that this isn't a snake at all, but rather a fallen tree root from a nearby tree. Tree roots can sometimes have a similar appearance to snakes. What are your thoughts on this sighting? Have you ever been chased by a dog? It can be a scary experience, right? Well, imagine something even scarier, being chased by a massive bear. In this video captured by a cyclist's GoPro camera, we witness a truly tense situation as a cyclist is pursued by a huge bear. The cyclist was casually riding through the forest when suddenly, a bear decided to chase after him. Startled by the bear, the cyclist picked up speed on his bike, but the bear continued its pursuit. After a while, the cyclist got off his bike and began running on foot. As he distanced himself from the bear, he found shelter behind a tree. To his surprise, when he looked back, the bear was still lingering nearby. However, thanks to a well-timed air shot, the bear was startled and eventually retreated. This was undeniably a tense situation for the cyclist. However, I have some doubts about the authenticity of the bear in the video. It appears somewhat like computer-generated imagery to me. We've witnessed many forest animals hunting their prey, like lions hunting deer, but have you ever seen a shark hunting in the shallow waters of a beach? In this video, we're treated to a beach scene where a shark is in hot pursuit of a thornback ray. The shark puts in its best effort to catch the ray, but this ray isn't giving up easily. The thornback ray puts up a fight, and there are moments when it looks like the shark might succeed, but the ray manages to wriggle free time and again. After several attempts and no success, the shark eventually gives up and retreats into deeper waters. The whole spectacle is witnessed by beachgoers who cheer on the resilient ray. If I were there, I'd definitely be rooting for the ray too. This video was filmed in Utah's Payson Canyon, and the person who shared it claims to have captured a genuine sighting of Bigfoot. In the video, we are presented with a scenic view of a forest with water cascading down a steep mountainside. However, the camera person shifts their focus to the dense woods, where something massive is seen moving. This enormous creature appears to be shrouded in dense black fur and possesses a humanoid, powerful posture. While some viewers speculate that it could be an exceptionally large gorilla or ape, its behavior and movements seem suspicious. The unsettling part is why this massive gorilla-like creature is lurking in the forest. It makes me wonder if it has its sights set on the person behind the camera. Just like humans, it seems that even ghosts have their own interests, and in this video, we witness a ghost who seems to have a keen interest in learning golf. In the video, a lady is working on correcting her golf posture, with her husband's voice heard behind the camera, providing guidance. While the lady is in the middle of this golf lesson, something unexpected happens. The door in the background swings open, and there's no one there. This sudden occurrence startles both the husband and wife. In a bid to investigate, the husband ventures outside to check if someone might be playing a prank on them. However, as he stands at the door, a chair moves all on its own. This spine-chilling experience terrifies them, and they both make a hasty retreat. This was undeniably a truly scary and unsettling moment for the homeowners and anyone watching the video. Let's hope they are safe after this ghostly encounter. This video hails from Canada and was captured by a home security camera. In the video, we get a view of a driveway with 2 cars parked. However, in the distance, a massive creature comes into view. This creature appears to be a moose. Unaware of the moose's presence, the homeowner steps outside with his dog for a walk. As the moose notices the homeowner, it charges toward him, seemingly with aggressive intentions. Fortunately, the homeowner's quick-thinking dog jumps in at just the right moment, startling the moose and preventing an attack. The moose then starts chasing the dog, but the dog's small size and speed help it evade the moose. Eventually, the moose casually strolls away. It's truly heartwarming to see this brave dog jump in to protect its owner. Moments like these make me lean towards adopting a dog of my own. Have you ever wondered what would happen if ghosts and spirits could drive? This video seems to provide an answer. It originates from Pakistan and shows footage from a home security camera. In the video, we can see several bikes parked in the street. Everything appears calm, but suddenly, the black bike starts moving on its own. It takes a turn and continues moving for a while before eventually falling to the ground. Strangely, there is no one riding or near the bike, yet it moves as if someone is in control. We can't be certain if it was a ghost or spirit at play, but one thing is clear. It's the first time I've witnessed a bike moving on its own, like this. If you have any technical insights into why this might have happened, please share them in the comments below. This video takes us to Africa, where a fisherman had a dangerously close encounter with a Nile crocodile. In the footage, we can see the fisherman using a fishing rod to catch some fish in the water. To his surprise, he snags a crocodile with the hook. Instead of retreating, the fisherman courageously moves closer to the crocodile to grab it. However, as he approaches, the crocodile lunges at him, biting his leg. Remarkably, despite being bitten by the crocodile multiple times, the fisherman tenaciously holds onto the reptile and manages to pull it out of the water. The crocodile, although not fully grown, puts up a fierce and relentless struggle. I'm just amazed by the sheer power of this small crocodile. As a child, I often wondered what it would be like to witness a showdown between a mighty anaconda and a crocodile. This video fulfills that childhood curiosity. In the footage, we're presented with a tranquil lake where a crocodile and an anaconda are in one frame. The anaconda seems to be peacefully resting on the side, while the crocodile approaches with stealth, considering the anaconda as potential prey. The crocodile moves closer and closer, trying to sneak up on the anaconda. However, the anaconda detects the impending danger just in time and swiftly retreats, narrowly escaping the crocodile's attack. It's a truly captivating sight, especially for someone like me, as it brings to life one of my childhood dreams. Nonetheless, it's also a stark reminder of how powerful and quick these mighty crocodiles can be. In this video, a hiker was exploring the beauty of the jungle, capturing the stunning scenery. However, something in the distance caught the hiker's eye. What they observed was a massive creature covered in thick, dark fur. Initially, it seemed like a giant bear due to its size, but the creature's posture and movements were unlike any bear or ape. This creature was strolling casually through the forest, a sight that sent shivers down the hiker's spine. Undeterred, the hiker decided to follow the mysterious creature, hoping to capture more footage. Unfortunately, the creature eventually disappeared into the dense woods. To me, this creature's appearance bears a striking resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot, known for its elusive nature and similar physical characteristics. Nature is truly remarkable, and you never know what kind of animal encounters you might witness. This video, captured by a trail camera, shows a group of horses in a state of panic, running as fast as they can from something that's clearly terrifying them. The horses all look scared and agitated, and it's evident they are fleeing from a significant threat. Soon enough, we discover the source of their fear, a massive bear chasing them with relentless determination. The bear seems intent on making the horses its prey. It's a captivating sight to witness these powerful creatures in motion, with the horses demonstrating their remarkable speed. However, it's worth noting that, despite the bear's pursuit, it might not have the stamina or swiftness to catch up with these agile horses. Even if it did manage to get closer, bringing down such large and fast animals would be an entirely different challenge for the bear. This video feels like it's right out of a cave explorer's nightmare. In this footage, we're looking at a sewer, a long and dark one that seems to stretch endlessly into the depths. Suddenly, a massive and menacing creature comes into view, its eyes shining brightly. This creature is enormous and utterly terrifying. It seems to be lurking there, perhaps eyeing the person recording. The camera person then decides to chase after the creature, and when it realizes it's being pursued, the creature retreats into the darkness. What could it be? I don't believe I've ever seen anything like this in my life. It might be some kind of sewer monster, but it also shares a resemblance with the legendary rake creature, given its eerie appearance. If you want to see more strange trail cam captures, then watch this.